Have you ever felt a fear so deep, so primal, that it felt like your soul was trying to escape your body? A fear that wasn't just in your mind, but in the air itself? I have. And I'm here to tell you about the night I met them, the black-eyed children. It started with a knock, a simple knock, but it changed everything. It was late, around 9 p.m. I was parked outside the old movie theater, just trying to write a check for my bills. The streets were empty, just me and the quiet. Then I heard it, a soft tap on my window. I looked up. 2 kids, a boy, maybe 9, and a girl, a little older, maybe 12. They looked normal. At first, I rolled down the window a crack. "Boy, can we get a ride home? We were at the theater and we need to get to our moms." Simple, right? I was about to say yes when I saw their eyes, just black, no white, no color, just empty black holes. The air got thick, heavy, my heart started pounding. It wasn't just fear, it was dread. Like something was wrong, terribly wrong. The boy repeated his question, his voice off. It wasn't natural. It was like he was reading lines, trying to sound human. The girl just stared, still as a statue, waiting. "Boy, can we get a ride home?" Every instinct screamed at me. "Roll up the window, lock the doors, get out!" But they just stood there staring. Those eyes, I felt trapped, like I couldn't move. Finally, I snapped. I slammed the car into drive and sped away. I looked in my rearview mirror. They were still there, watching me, motionless. I never saw them again, but I'll never forget those eyes. After my story, I started looking online. I found others. People with the same stories, the same black eyes, the same feeling of overwhelming dread. One man told of a knock at his door. 2 kids dressed in old-fashioned clothes asking for help with a broken-down car. He said their eyes were like mine, black, empty. He slammed the door, looked out the window. They were just standing there, waiting, like they were waiting for him to invite them in. Another woman was driving late at night. She saw 2 kids by the side of the road asking for a ride. She stopped, rolled down her window. Their voices were calm, too calm. But when she saw their eyes, she felt a chill, a coldness that went right through her. She drove off, leaving them standing there, watching her go. It's the same story over and over. Kids with black eyes. They ask for help. They seem normal until you see their eyes. Then, the dread hits. The feeling that you're in danger, that they're not human, and they always want to come inside. They always want you to invite them in. And that's what scares me the most. What happens if you do? What happens if you let them in? They say they're kids, but they're not. They're something else, something dark, something that waits, something that watches, and they're out there, somewhere. I started having nightmares. Every night, I see those eyes. I hear the knock. I hear their voices. "Let us in." They say it over and over. I wake up in a cold sweat, my heart pounding. I check the doors, the windows. I look outside, into the darkness, just in case. One night, I thought I heard a knock. I went to the window and I saw them, standing in the street under the streetlight. Their faces were pale, their eyes black. They were looking right at me. I froze. I couldn't move. I felt that dread again, that coldness. They just stood there, waiting. And then they smiled. A slow, cold smile that made my blood run cold. I don't know what they are. I don't know what they want. But I know they're real. And I know they're out there, watching, waiting. And I know deep down that they'll be back. And when they are, I don't know if I'll be strong enough to say no. Be careful. If you hear a knock at your door late at night and you see kids with black eyes, don't let them in, just don't. Because once they're inside, it's too late, and you'll never be the same, ever.